Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Amy. I'm a full-time reseller primarily on the Poshmark app, but I do dabble on other online platforms and I sell locally. Today I'll be doing a ship with me video. In these videos I go day to day and I share the different items that I'm shipping out. I talk about how much I paid for them, what they sold for, and what my profit was. So you want to be sure to watch all the way to the end because I always have interesting and unique items, and hopefully you can learn some new things to keep your eyes out for when you're out thrifting. So today is Tuesday, October 31st, and unfortunately my luck has changed from the last couple of weeks. My sales have been terrible the last couple of days, but I do have a couple things to ship out, so I will share those, and keep your fingers crossed for me that my sales turn back around, because the last 2 weeks they were really amazing. That's just the way it goes sometimes. I was out of town and I did not list for 7 days in a row. So this is probably a trickle result from that. So the first item that sold is this somewhat vintage Pendleton, kind of Aztec Navajo print. This is a CD case. And you know, normally I would not pick up a CD case. The only reason I picked this up was because it was Pendleton. It had this cool print on it, and it was only $1 at an estate sale. It ended up selling for $19. Typically I get a little bit more for Pendleton items, but because this is a CD case, you know, not as many people still have a need for this. I did have it listed a little bit higher, I think like at 28 or something, but it had been listed maybe close to a year. So when this buyer offered me the $19, I decided to go ahead and, well, actually she or they offered me $15 first, and I counter offered with $19. Like I said, I had only paid $1 for this, so after Posh fees and my cost of goods, it made my profit $14.20. Neither of these items are anything to get too excited about, but any sale is a sale and you just have to take what you can get sometimes. So the next item is this Ralph Lauren polo, kind of pullover shirt. I won't pay up for these, but if I do see them at an estate sale for $1 or at a fill the bag sale, I will pick them up at that low price, because I do sell this particular style with the kind of 3/4 mock neck, not for big prices. This one sold for $18, and typically, you know, they sell in between the $15 and $25 range depending on the size and color. This one I got at a fill the bag sale, and my average cost of goods for that sale was only 15 cents. So of course I'm going to pick that up. And again, these don't sell very quickly or for high dollar amounts, but if I can, you know, pick things up to decrease my average cost of goods and add in some bread and butter items, that is just fine with me. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $14.25. Well, that is all for today, but don't go anywhere because there should be at least 1 or 2 more clips after this sharing what else I sell, and I really hope it's better than it has been the last couple days, because this is from Saturday afternoon, Sunday, and Monday, and this is Tuesday afternoon, so only 2 measly sales in that period of time. But it is what it is. I've been listing really consistently since I came back, so hopefully that kind of gets me back in the good graces of the Poshmark and Chairish algorithm. Also, one thing I was testing out, I turned off, or I reduced the number of times I was having my bot share my closet, and I was trying to manually share more often. I also turned off the automatic offers to likers that I had my bot doing. Who knows? And I did that on Sunday, I think. So who knows if that had an impact. Also, I am still paying for promoted listings, and I forgot to mention it last week, but last week was the first week that I paid for promoted listings and didn't have any sales as a result of it. And so far I haven't had any this week either. So that's pretty disappointing because I paid $20 and did not get any sales from it. That is the first time that that has happened. And I think I've been paying for promoted listings for 2 or 3 months, maybe 2 months. So overall it's been good, but we'll just have to see. If I'm not going to get sales from it, I'm not going to pay for it. Okay, again, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. A quick break at the park. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hi again, it's Thursday and I've got a few things to ship out. Unfortunately, it's still been kind of slow. Hopefully things pick back up. I'm still listing like crazy, so fingers crossed things get better. The first item that sold is this cute little pair of brass snail figurines. These sold on Chairish.com. They sold for $43. As you guys have seen in the previous weeks, I've been doing pretty well with brass items, or, you know, not high prices, but they're actually selling, so that is great. I only paid $3 for the pair of these. So after Chairish's fee and my cost of goods, that made my profit $31.20. That's just fine with me. I am really excited to move out some of that brass stuff that I've had for a while. And I'll go ahead and package those up off camera. So the next item is this kind of tan leather perforated fossil belt. And you guys know me, I pick up pretty much any and all belts that are either stylish or in good condition or good brands. This ended up selling for $25, which I think is wonderful. Fossil does really make nice quality pieces, and I think people recognize that, so they will seek them out at affordable prices on the secondhand market. This dang tape, I just realized I ran out of tape. Hopefully I am not... Thank goodness, I am not all the way out of tape. I need to set a reminder to get in and buy some more because I think this might be my last roll. And it always seems like when I am in a hurry, which I'm not in a hurry today, but I run out of supplies when I'm in a hurry, so I need to be sure to restock before I run out. Okay, so this sold for $25. I only paid $1 for this. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $19. That is in line with what I look to profit on belts. I've mentioned this before, but for my belt sales, I use the small flat rate box or the 1096L box for wider belts, and it's just a little bit larger than this. And I think they work really great. I have yet to have any problems shipping my belts like this. Okay, so the next item that sold, I was kind of surprised by this. This was sitting in my death pile waiting for the season to be right. And so a couple days ago, I listed multiple scarves and hats. And this is really a beautiful, super soft scarf. It's 100% merino wool, and it is from Banana Republic. Now, the reason that I was surprised about this is that it did have a couple of holes. You know, they're pretty small, but they're there nonetheless. I decided to list it anyways, just because, you know, when you're wearing it, you wouldn't really notice that. And I did, you know, indicate in the listing that there were some small flaws, and I showed them in the pictures. I listed it for $25 and it sold for full price within, I think, 2 days. So that made me super happy. I think that seems like a reasonable price to me for Banana Republic. I mean, it is a really nice quality piece, and the wool is extra fine merino wool, so it is super, super soft. So hopefully this buyer will be happy with this scarf. It sold for $21 or $25. I got it at the bins, so I paid less than $1 for it. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $19. Okay, the next sale was a bundle. Both of these items sold relatively quickly as well. This is a really cool, somewhat vintage, kind of cuff ring, and it's cut out. It has this little key dangling from it. It is sterling silver. The bundle sold for $95. The buyer did get a pretty deep discount based on what my asking prices were. But one of the other item I'll show you here is this pair of boots, which are really beautiful, excellent quality boots, and they are by Old West, I think it is. Now, the ring was only listed for a couple of days also. These had been listed for maybe a week or two, but I was motivated to sell them because they're marked size 8, but they seem to run small to me, so I indicated that in the listing, and I included measurements. So anytime I feel like I know the sizing is off and I have to kind of add extra information in the listing like that, I always want to move them out quicker because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it makes them harder to sell. So anyways, I was still happy with the $95 for both these pieces. I paid $15 for the boots and $5 for the ring. So a total of $20. The bundle sold for $95 after Posh fees and my cost of goods. That made my profit $56. So I think that's, you know, a great profit, especially for items that sold quickly. So, you know, quick flips, great profit, just happy all around. I think, you know, these boots are probably worth more than what I ended up, you know, kind of getting for them. But like I said, I was motivated to sell them, and I was actually considering returning them for a store credit because of that, because it seemed like the sizing ran small. So hopefully it all works out good and they fit her. Like I said, I did put measurements in the listing, and I did say that I believe these run small. I apologize if the lighting's off or weird today. It's a pretty dreary day out, so I have my overhead lighting on, which can kind of make things look yellow a little bit, but I think as long as you can see me, hopefully you're okay with it. So I really have been trying to list, share my own closet, share other people's closets, trying to get the activity back. Oh, one thing. So I did cancel a sale at the beginning of this week, and I'm wondering if that is also causing my sales to be slower. I canceled it because the buyer requested. I know I've said in the past that I try not to do that, but she requested it pretty quickly after I accepted her offer, and she asked really nicely, and I guess I was just in, you know, a nice mood. But I do really feel like that can negatively affect your sales when you cancel a sale, even if it's at the buyer's request. So again, I'll leave that up to you guys, but I think I'm going to try and stay firm and not cancel orders when the buyer has made an offer. Of course, if they purchase it outright and it's a mistake or whatever, I certainly will. Okay, well, that is all for today. It's Thursday, so hopefully I'll be back on Friday or Saturday and I'll have some amazing sale to share with you. But you know, in my experience, that's just the way of this business. And if you aren't listing or you're not active on your platforms, you will definitely see a slowdown in sales the next week or the following week. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'll be back real soon. Well, unfortunately, it turned out to be a pretty dismal week, and I didn't have any more sales the last couple of days. So T-Bird wants to say hi and bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would so appreciate it, and so would T-Bird. Also, give this video, she says yes, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. All those things really help us out. And think good thoughts that next week will be a much better week. All right, thank you so much for watching.